Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the last match of the night. I am joined here by one Jazz Hands, who you just saw on the sticks a second ago.
What's up, y'all?
And we are getting into Team Moonlit Melee versus Oh, That's a Baseball. Oh, okay, maybe a false start, actually.
No, they're in the lobby.
Well, I looked over at the match chat, and I see a gotta go to the bathroom, BRB message. So,
alright.
We'll see. But okay, so, I guess we'll use the downtime to speedrun the usual. You see two zeros at the bottom of the screen. Those are the points of each team. Everyone on the left will fight everyone on the right in a best-of-3 set. Every game you take gives your team a point. Even if you have fallen far enough behind as a team that you cannot catch up, the points still do matter because they go directly into your league ladder placement. Okay, Diamond Mew is back, so we're just waiting on Herp to hit ready. We should be good to go.
So, Diamond Mew, the first time I saw it was when I was playing against him. He switched recently from Rize to Yukari.
Mm-hmm.
So I suspect we'll still see the Yukari here.
Yeah, he, so on Saturday at the offline SSF, we did have Persona 4 Arena as the, game of the week. First things first, man, it is amazing what, a difference of 5 frames of input delay or something will do. It just feels so different to control.
Oh, like the PlayStation version offline has 5 frames of lag?
4 or 5 less. The PC version of this game, from my understanding, has 1 or 2 frames more input delay base than PS4 does, and then online you get an extra 3. So
that's interesting because most games are the opposite.
Yeah, it is specifically. My understanding is specifically the PC port of BlazBlue, and then this uses that same engine. Is what has the issue because it was from the old ArcSys PC ports, which were less than stellar. But
Guilty Gear Strive is a solid port. They've figured themselves out.
It is 90% of the way. There's 1 or 2 weird things.
If you haven't played that, you'll get a chance to play it for free in, what's the day? October 18th, something like that.
Yeah, it's next weekend. Oh, okay, there we go.
It's an open beta.
Mm-hmm.
It's right after the Street Fighter 6 open beta.
And
Alright, we're looking at a Yukari and a Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
I shall show you.
This is gonna be a match fought at very interesting ranges.
Yeah, Margaret kind of has the tools to fight at both mid and long range, as well as some for close range. Yukari's very comfortable at long range, not so much right up close. So.
Oh, another important thing here, by the way, is last we've seen from Herp, their neutral was scary, their combo damage was much less so. However, they were able to just get enough stray hits that it has consistently worked out for them. And I know that this is something that they have known as well. So I'm curious if they'll have worked on it to where their hits stick a bit more. Whereas Diamond Mew, I believe they said they were confident in their matches tonight as long as they can finish their combos. And that they think will be the big defining factor.
Diamond Mew's got some solid damage. Both players just jumping back for that range that we said we'd get. And yeah, it's going to be a battle fought at this range. Both players immediately jumping back.
I constantly forget that Margaret has the full screen teleport all-out attack.
Yeah, you got a full screen teleport, you got a full screen sweep. There's options to deal with Yukari here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it shoots the card in half. But...
Diamond Mew already in Awakening though. Ooh, jumps over the super, but not able to get the punish because Herpy Derps moves forward to avoid the punish.
Okay, this should be solid damage. What's the conversion? Okay,
ooh,
still gets
the combo. Ooh, uses the super to get the cross up. Jumps over, low hit.
So that super is real weird, by the way. Ooh, okay, DPs through it and still gets a punish. Okay, can they get
players in Awakening, so they're going to take a lot less damage here.
Okay, converts into the super, but now if Diamond Mew gets pinged by anything, all that blue life means that he will just die from a single hit.
Seems like he's gonna recover out of it and gets the round anyway. McHerpy Derps gets the looked like the command grab, I think.
So that is Margaret's reversal. It is a grab, it is techable, but Diamond Mew actually jumped in and did not press a button trying to bait DP. and just, like, wasn't ready to jump the throw, it looked like. maybe not remembering that is how this character's reversal action works.
It's a pretty unique reversal action.
God hand just whiffing because it's too close. Ooh, text that throw.
Ooh, just solid damage off that. You know, we said this would be a battle fought at long range, but honestly, ooh, the teleport to get the punish.
Ooh, rolls through. Not a punish, but hey, still solid.
Potential for big damage in the corner. Uses the super to get a little bit of that corner space back. Again, the hop over, able to block it this time. Nicely done.
Yep, Diamond U went for the same mix-up that they did last time, which was cross-up, empty low. Herp recognizing that did not want to get hit by that a second time. Does this punish? Okay. If it...
Right, can they put him back in the blender?
Maybe, not quite. And Yukari, one of the...
barely alive. There it is. Okay.
Right, so Yukari, one of the characters who does not have a normal air unblockable 2B, because it is the big projectile one, and that would be kind of messed up. However, what she does have is that little balloon thing that she can send out, where it becomes air unblockable. However, it's extra messed up, because it is the only thing in the game that I'm aware of that breaks the normal rule, where you cannot be air unblockable for like 10 or something frames after you have blocked something else. So if she has that out and you block like the super or something, she just presses 2B and you die. Like,
see, every time you explain mechanics about this game, I realize just how nonsensical this game is. This game is just full of bullcrap, and it's hilarious.
I did not believe Diamond Mew the first time he was telling me until he walked me through, like, there is a note on Dust Loop that is like, yeah, it just breaks it. It just does.
Wow.
Like, okay, fair enough. Ooh, speaking of which, though,
Diamond Mew just controlling at range here. There it is. Just controlled the pace of that entire round. Able to take it. While we're trying to explain the mechanics, controlled the pace. Relentless offense wins the round.
I was seeing a lot of jumps over God Hand in this one as well, and I think that played into it a decent bit.
Mm-hmm. You know that 2B may be air unblockable, but Diamond Mew is not afraid to exploit the fact that he's just off screen, can just shoot it off.
Yep. Yeah, and it is legitimately really hard to like maneuver around or try and anti-air the jump 2B, because it is downwards arrows. Okay, we are taking another quick sec while Diamond Mew goes and either plugs in his headphones or finds a different pair. Sounds like they're kind of dying at the moment.
I will say, we've seen dramatic improvement from McHerpyDerp's first match, a late addition to this league, McHerpyDerps, and joined and had to play a match like the next day.
Right, yeah, they
really come together.
They were the first alt, weren't they? I forgot about that.
Just things have really come together for her. Solid offense.
And Margaret's also just like such a cool character. It's cool to see.
Oh, she's super cool. Her big weakness is also kind of a weird rule-breaking strength, because she is her personas. Like, without her personas, she really doesn't have a lot of options, but she has 8 cards. And normally that would mean, oh, you get your cards back way slower the more cards you have. Nope, she gets them back at the speed as if she had 4.
Also, she does have a super that restores a little bit of her health, and, more importantly, restores all her persona cards, at the cost of also restoring your opponent's persona cards.
Yep, that's what I was about to say.
Yep.
But it's like, well, it's the same deal as Dan in Street Fighter V. He can taunt and give both players V skill gauge.
Oh, gotcha.
But he gets to use that V skill really well, so theoretically you're getting more value.
Yeah.
McHerpyDerp's adapting somehow here, just starting the relentless pressure on Diamond Mew this round.
So one thing I do want to point out, we've seen it happen a couple times, but Herp will sometimes start doing this like slide move, and then Diamond Mew will respond by doing his slide move, which is his DP. They look like visually identical.
They are not. They work a little differently.
Definitely. Ooh, just snipes the persona. And Margaret is actually kind of low on cards here. Has less than Yukari, because she hasn't had a persona hit. That did how much damage?
A lot.
That's wild. Okay, Yukari does part of why she's such a strong character is because she does incredible damage off of just like stray hits in the corner, and then she carries to corner as long as you can do the whole combo from anywhere on screen.
Which is kind of a disgusting trait for a zoner to have, but you know.
Okay, yeah, burst coming out, but that is also part of what is that projectile in here? The sweep when you're holding?
Ooh, solid air grab.
Oh, and
okay.
the grab. So apparently, boss mode Margaret, that just IKs you.
You know, okay, if you're enjoying this game, don't play play the boss characters. Don't play like score rush mode on anything other than like easy, where boss mode characters start to get introduced. You'll enjoy the game significantly less if you do that.
All right, double awakening. And into the empty low again, throws out the air unblockable thing. But yeah, Herpa choosing to tech the other direction. I think this just gets super back, right?
Alright, and then
good defense.
Stick Herpy Derps back in the blender and able to get it off the jump in, and that's going to be the game.
So,
game and set.
Taking it 2-0, but very much like we saw in the last set earlier tonight. Man. That looked a lot closer than a 2-0.
yeah, that's... I mean, that's kind of the nature of fighting games. 2-0 sounds like, oh, you got shut out. If you tell somebody, oh yeah, I lost 0-2, it's like, oh man, he just destroyed you, didn't he? Fighting games,
it can happen.
It can mean you were really close.
Mm-hmm.
It can mean you just got shut down. It can also mean, yeah, it was close.
Also, I would like to point out, or I would like to highlight a message from over in chat.
This is about the grapplers
I
complaining.
hate it. Quote, the grappler player.
You know what? They're like, oh, these disgusting zoners. But meanwhile, the rushdown players are like, those disgusting grappler players.
It's fine.
It's just a circle of hatred.
We can all come together and hate on puppet characters.
You know what? I agree.
Fair enough.
And I play Ken.
Yep. Yeah, Sega, you're right. It's like rock, paper, scissors.
Wait, is that how matchups work?
Oh, looks like we're getting some failed to connect.
Yeah, it's being weird tonight.
I'm considering remaking the lobby, but
I don't know how much that does.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. Okay, well, both players are getting failed to connect, so I'll give it a shot. Updated link. Okay. Remember to auto pass afterwards as well, by the way.
Well, I'm getting failed to connect, so.
Sick.
I'm in.
Okay. Yeah, I will say the rule is definitely, sometimes you just have to... Why did it go into the second slot? What? Okay, sure.
What? I'm lost. It's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, up next we got JG Frey versus Young Cheesy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we've got I believe the newest addition to the league in JG Frey. A Akihiko player coming in with some decent experience from Portland, I believe. Or at least makes it out to like the Portland
of an
locals.
Akihiko player.
Yeah, really
he's
scary damage for sure. Up against Young Cheesy. Junpei, who we've seen leveling up over time, has an all-out attack combo, which I sure don't. So we'll see how far they've come in the last week.
You play you, though. So your all-out attack combo honestly can just be punch, 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 and it's infuriating if nothing else.
Fair enough.
All right, Junpei. Young Cheesy's going to be, as always with Junpei, looking to get those 10 runs, looking to really start his offense off. Early burst by JG Frey. Normally that would not be a great idea, but honestly against Junpei, denying him those runs early really can work out for you.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Ooh, yeah, there's that all-out attack. We're going to see that all-out attack combo, which is going to result in a few rounds. A few runs.
Had loaded bases, but did lose them there. And yeah, had to burst because he didn't want to lose his whole health bar, too.
Yeah, well, Yeah.
That is the thing about Akihiko, is he doesn't have very strong mix, he just has pretty decent strike throw, but oh man, does he do damage.
That home run there, that super, does clear out his bases, but gives him run, so he's already in round 1 up to 5 bases.
And honestly, this is kind of okay baseball-wise, because he just lost the outs that he had.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, gets him on the very tip of that. Apparently safe. Just hits the super, and ooh, some substantial damage.
I didn't know what
that
was coming, so I was not expecting Akihiko to just suddenly disappear. He got hit by a train. Okay, I think he should be able to kill here. Oh, but doesn't quite get it. Okay, this will kill though.
Off
yeah.
this interaction, yep.
Great, so I guess we haven't talked about it. Akihiko, you see the little cyclone, typhoon looking thing down in the bottom left above his meter? The way that works is it is a gauge of sorts. When he does certain moves, he can cancel them into others, and each time he cancels, it ups the cyclone level. You see there, he canceled into throw, which counts. But as soon as he returns to neutral and stops canceling, the levels go away. His moves get like major buffs with more levels, do more damage, have more hit stun, whatever else. And big one is definitely the damage. He might be, I think he's just dead. He doesn't have the meter.
Yeah. No, he's
yeah? Okay.
Yeah, practically speaking, the Cyclone meter, it really just defines that you have to go certain combo routes to really get a lot of damage. It's not like, oh, I gotta watch the Cyclone meter. It just limits your routes and gives you more options in your combo routes.
I believe it does change the advantage and disadvantage on block of some of his moves, but I'm not familiar enough with him to know which ones.
But it's not like, oh, I have to watch his, his baseball meter or something like that.
True. Yeah, nothing quite to that degree.
It starts up during combos. Once you're being comboed, cool. I am the baseball, the Cyclone meter's now going to go up to a big number, and I'm just going to take a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah, you're so right, Living Shadow. His combos take just like 10 years.
Yeah.
Akihiko's. He's one of the few characters in this game where I like get hit by a combo, and I'm like, I'm not even halfway through. Okay, going into game 2 here. We'll see if JG Frey managed to find a couple openings that he can exploit for just the big damage. Or if, okay, holding on to the burst. DP's out. Yeah, if it's that, or if Young Cheesy can find enough openings of his own. As two bases
Young
loaded,
Cheesy had a decent first round. Oh, gonna use the burst. Great idea when the bases are loaded like that, because you deny a lot of runs.
Okay,
but gets the all-out attack anyway.
So he's at 2 outs, but he has a lot of stuff on the bases. If he can convert something into super, he's actually in a real good spot. He just cannot get hit, or he loses it all. Yep, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine,
honestly, with Junpei, if you lose round 1, but you get a lot of rounds, or a lot of runs, you're still happy. I mean, not as happy as he could be. But...
I don't know what move Akihiko just did, but he sure was blue and it had armor.
It certainly was a skill-boosted something. Just really trigger happy with those all-out attacks.
Yep. Sitting on 150 meter, but probably not going to get the chance to use it? What on...
That was an interaction, certainly.
I don't know what just happened.
Well, he did a super. He got punched in the kidneys a bunch, and then he died.
So true. Alright, we are at 5 runs, but the other thing about Victory Cry is, even if you get it, if it's too late, then it might just, like, not matter that much. You still have to be able to use it once you get there.
Yeah, it's not like you instantly win. It just feels like it sometimes.
Alright, couple good mash-outs here. Oh, but yeah.
I think that was a Junpei Furious action. I'm not
sure
if that was a missed input or just an attempt to break pressure. The whole health bar is just turning red.
That he managed to successfully mash out.
Yeah, I'm going with that. Both players dropping their gold burst here.
These overheads are just working out.
Attack, getting some decent bases off this.
The spooky thing is here, it might just be too late.
Yeah.
If he can take this round, though, he's in an okay spot. Okay, Victory Cry, here we go.
We get Victory Cry. At least that's the moral victory. Oh, gets the Persona break too.
Yep. Luckily for JJ Frey, that doesn't matter all that much for this character. Oh! If he can convert this! Ah, not quite.
Not quite.
Keeping it safe, though, into super. No, it
Not
misses!
quite, a little late.
Yeah, that super is just a giant full screen zap. You cannot avoid it. You just have to kind of hold it. And it is invincible on startup, I believe.
I joke that Akihiko needs it, but it does not feel like it watching JJ Frey, honestly. Yeah, it looked like he was able to punish Junpei calling down his Persona from the sky. That move, don't know what the input is, but
I think
he
it's
punished
like
it with the
2D
full
or
screen
something.
super and hit him.
But yep.
Yeah, it sounds right, but he strikes this pose while it comes, and during that pose, got hit by the full screen super.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised, but... Oh, Young Cheesy is over in chat saying he accidentally did the B version of the super that would have confirmed and killed. That's tragic.
Okay.
That's
a little
so
bit slower.
tragic. But yep, that makes sense. I figured it was something like that.
All right, who's up next?
Next up, we have Love Train on Shabris up against Diamond Mew. I'm
Just gonna kick him out of the lobby. There we go.
Okay. So
this
is he playing Yukari? He is. He's locking it in.
Okay.
This
So the
matchup,
guide against fighting Shabris says,
don't play Yukari.
"Yep." So
do you
let's
know
see what
why?
happens.
We have learned.
We have theorized.
No,
but
we have learned.
You've learned. Okay. Is it because of the low damage thing?
She has exclusively C buttons and D buttons that interact with Asterius positively at all, and Asterius passively deletes her projectiles.
Like she doesn't kill Asterius because she doesn't do enough damage.
None
to
of her
Asterius.
stuff. She literally does not have a move outside of Sweep, 5C, 2C, and 5D, I
gosh.
believe, that break Asterius. And again, it passively eats all of the projectile hitboxes.
Because Asterius gets hit and just deletes the hitbox.
Yep.
So it is the low damage per hit kind of thing that even Yukari doesn't quite have to deal with.
Yep. So we'll see how this works out.
Or not
because,
Yukari, Yukiko. You know.
Diamond Mew, definitely one of the strong players in the league. So we'll see if they're able to overcome it, because, you know, it might be a bad matchup. That doesn't mean it's not playable.
Love Train no slouch either, though.
Love Train, honestly, both of these players really liking that DP.
Honestly, this whole match has been very confusing to watch. I'll be real.
I agree. It will never
Trying to
stop
use
being
Isis
funny to
there
me
to-
that she just yells, "Please, Isis," when she does that move.
Yeah, well,
Oh, blocked
look,
it,
it's
but
the
still
name of the
bursted.
persona, okay?
Yeah, I
Uses-
know.
Right there, uses the persona to angle the shots over Asterius. Seems like that's certainly an option. That breaks Asterius. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, that was
gets
actually
persona
such an
break.
important hit, because otherwise Asterius' punch would have killed. Doesn't end up mattering, though.
Unfortunately, does get the furious action to end the round.
Okay, so I will say, a lot of that came down to Diamond Mew getting hit by, I don't know if that's all-out attack or just like a special. Okay, yeah, blocks the DP, gets a punish. I think that if Diamond Mew can just adjust and be ready to block the overhead, things might go a lot more strongly in their favor.
Yeah, but you know what we haven't seen this match is the 2B or 2C.
True.
The one
not
where
really.
Asterius goes down and then hits you. We haven't seen that at all yet. So
Oh boy. Okay,
Wow.
not quite dead. And yeah, that's her all-out attack.
okay, did they pick this music?
I don't know, but they sure did pick Furious Action.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now we have the question. Is Diamond Mew going to try and stick it out with this matchup?
We do know that
Or-
Diamond Mew can play Rize.
See, that's the thing. They tried Game 1 against Konakami, the Shabris player, on Saturday,
My prediction
and
is
went,
no.
oh
Yep,
no,
there it is.
I can't remember her Gatlings.
Oh no.
So... Okay, the actual
Fighting games
character
are funny.
swap I was curious about would be if he just went, screw this, Minazuki. Because he doesn't have a Minazuki, but it's Minazuki, so you know.
You
But
can
nope,
just
sticking it
rub
out.
your hand on the controller for a little bit, do some damage.
Ooh, DP blocked, but just no punish. Okay.
Yeah, and it does. That looks like that does break Asterius, so that's something. And it can
True.
keep half.
If you're trying to use your DP to break Asterius in neutral, though,
Yeah,
something's
you got
gone
problems.
wrong.
But at the same time, like, it gets you past it, but that requires Yukari to fight at close range. Diamond Mew already using Burst. Both players already used Burst.
And health bar is basically the same. Okay, this should be a punish. Oh, and Persona Break on
And a
Shabras.
Persona Break.
This is actually... Okay, no, combo drops. I was gonna say this actually might be okay for Shabras because the combo takes so long, she might get it back. But yeah, Asterius is now back. The overhead just keeps working.
That was... okay.
Diamond Mew,
Just
please.
using the Furious action back and forth, determined to break Asterius, not succeeding.
That'll at least hit it. Titanamakia coming out.
Let's see if the defense holds up.
Oh, just gets hit by the sweep, but wasn't ready for it. That does keep it safe, though. That's true.
Love Train kind of played a little more cautiously than we've seen in the past with Titanamakia there.
Diamond Mew cannot afford a single hit here and blocks the DP. Yeah.
There it is.
Yep, knows that you can't use the punch to make it safe on Wake Up. It is too slow. You do just get to punish.
Or was mashing, one or the other.
Could be both.
I don't see why I can't.
Oh, and
mashing
just
is a
the raw
legitimate strategy.
overhead in neutral. The Diamond Mew has just not been able to, like, block these overheads reliably. Has actually, in fact, changed their strategy to, instead of blocking them, just seeing it and going like, whatever, my hands will let me DP. Yeah, air blocks the 2C. Recognized it coming, did not want to throw a projectile and get counter hit. Burst coming out.
Burst to get the corner. This is going to put Diamond Mew right into the corner, which is a problem for a zoner, potentially.
It has burst in Awakening, saved it until then.
Oh yeah, great timing on that burst. Gonna use the super, try to get the mix up. Gets a little damage out of it at least, but does put Love Train into Awakening.
And this... Oh no, it dropped!
Oh!
These are a couple of like really big damage combos that have ended up dropping, because anytime you see that super come out, just assume it will kill.
Diamond Mew overcoming the bad matchup to take the game.
Mm-hmm. It is 1-1.
Those guys on Deathloop don't know what they're talking about. Yukari can totally take Asterius. Look at this. He won. Therefore, it's a good matchup.
Exactly. One of the first game 3s that we've had all night, actually, coming up here.
So what kind of adaptation are we going to be looking for in this last game?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think we kind of saw Diamond Mew using the Furious action to pop Asterius, but then kind of backing off of it. And I think we saw a lot less pressure from Love Train there, a lot less going for the just relentless assault there. So, you know, it's going to come down to how you can control the pace of things.
Yeah, a lot of it, Shabras is definitely the one kind of setting the tempo. I don't think that that's really going to change that much.
No, and you kind of have to just accept that that's what Shabras
That was
is
still
do
active? What? Okay, blocks the auto attack. Yeah, burst. The burst
Uses
has been
burst
coming
to
out
keep the corner.
on the same spot each time. I'm curious if the situation pops up again, if Diamond Mew's going to try and bait it, or just be like, whatever, I take the burst.
Diamond Mew does use the Furious action to get out of that string there.
That'll... Oh, okay, no attack. You're like, there's no
Do
way
you have
that
to block
combo
that
did.
low? Ooh, gets the command grab for some heavy damage.
And that should kill, yep. Alright,
Yeah,
Love Train now on set point.
You know, one big difference between this round and the last game, there were a lot more Persona cards left at the end of the round.
That's true. And against Shabras, that can be real important. Okay, yeah, the DP into air throwing the tech has come through several times. All right, are we going to see the wall bounces? Nope. Unfortunate slight drop. My understanding is that you do have to do specific partial charges to get the route, so like the timing can be pretty finicky.
Love Train using a hop to get out of the corner, but at very low health. There it is with the jump in for Diamond Mew.
All right, one
Round three,
dominant
game
round
three.
each side, one game each side, going into the end here. Yeah, DP's the overhead. Sometimes it can be really important to be like, okay, I know what the correct response is here, but like my hands are not doing it. I will just do the easy thing that works. And I think that's
Love
the
Train
adaptation.
already down 2 Persona cards here.
Oh, but Diamond Mew down a decent chunk of life as well.
Ooh, uses the burst just as he enters Awakening. Gonna use Garula to get the blender pressure, able to get some damage off it. Not quite enough for Awakening.
Persona
There's the
break,
Persona
but that is
break.
a heck of a hit on the way out for sure. Are we gonna?
The super's
okay,
gonna miss.
blocks
Big
it.
swing.
Can he convert under pressure? Persona's back. This is so spooky.
Oh, any
Titanamachia
hit
on
here is
deck
gonna
as
decide
well.
it. Love Train does have the meter advantage here.
Rolls through,
Okay.
but gets caught. Yeah. You always gotta watch out for Asterius and Love
Yeah.
Train.
Love Train
sneaks
whips
out of
the super
victory.
to the roll, but then Asterius covers the roll in the other direction.
Oh, what a wild final interaction.
Wow, no kidding. That was a roll? That was a Furious Action, right?
I thought it was
was crazy.
You might be right. It might be Furious Action.
It was crazy, though.
Agreed.
You know, the thing about matchup charts, and this is a good matchup, this is a bad matchup, this is my tier list or whatever, it really depends a lot on who's playing. It depends a lot on what skill level you're playing.
Yeah,
Maybe this
tier
character...
lists and matchups only actually matter at top level play. Anything below that, the player has enough weaknesses that you can target. That even if it feels pretty rough sometimes, you can get over it.
But like, I don't know, what's a character who's considered really bad in this game?
Living Shadow has definitely been grabbing people to death, so...
No kidding. Okay, great example. Kanji's probably not great in this game, but
I believe
man, when Living Shadow
is-
plays in the right setup in this league, it can be scary.
I believe Shadow Kanji is technically the worst character in the game, which means that Kanji is not, technically.
Okay, well, I mean, technically it still means Kanji's the worst, but...
No, Shadow, they're totally different. Completely different.
Totally different
Look at
characters.
Shadow Labyrinth.
Shadow Labyrinth?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we are seeing a different Shabris coming out here. We've got Team Moonlit Melee's Konakami going up against Akihiko, played by JG Frey, on the side of baseball. This
Very
really
close
is-
score so far.
True. So this really is the baseball team with no baseball.
Well, we just saw the 3 Junes employees play, and
Yes.
there was no Junpei, so I feel lied to.
Yup. Okay.
I was promised 3 Junpeis, then I was promised 2. Now I show up and there's none.
Well, the Junes employees are Yosuke's, but...
Hey, you're the tournament
doesn't
organizer. Can you please make them change their name?
Oh, you're right. Just DQ, it's fine. So this match, Konakami, definitely a very, aggressive, strong setup based player. I am curious to see how they do against JG Frey while on defense, depending on how often they get put there.
Already we're seeing Konakami not really give JG Frey the opportunity to go on offense, but that's just going to be a KO without Awakening, so hey, Akihiko, everyone.
Did that just
JG Frey,
force a
absolute
fatal
powerhouse
counter?
with combos.
I don't know what happened, but it looked like he got a fatal counter on hit 5 of a combo. I don't think that's supposed to exist, but I assume he just has a level 5 Cyclone move that just does that or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Right, DP coming out. Laser doesn't really cover it,
Ooh.
but
Konakami trying to keep JG Frey at bay and just kind of not give him the opportunity. Like right here, JG Frey's poison, backs off, just lets the poison do its work. Knows that Akihiko doesn't really have tools for that range.
both of these players so close to getting burst too.
Yeah, Konakami kind of playing this long distance game a little more than we normally see.
That is one mix-up that JG Free likes to go for all the time, I've noticed, because he's a big fan.
Titanomakia.
Yep, we'll see how this... Ooh, does the behind version, and yeah, the
Ooh.
cross-up there. But speaking of cross-ups...
Uses the behind version to pull him away from the wall, then jumps over for the cross-up. Very well done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm curious to see how many times we'll see Akihiko here do, I think it's 5A, forward jump, air turn, jump A. It's just like a quick little cross-up. It is reactable, but like if it's not anywhere in your mental stack, good luck.
Ooh, whiffs the burst, just baits it out nicely.
Yeah, I'm still not quite sure how that move works, but whatever it is, it looks like he has a move that has armor.
I think he has one where he can weave and then attack out of it. Gets the command grab for some hefty damage and a silence. Not sure how much silence really matters against Akihiko.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that DP
gets
gets
KO.
baited. Asterius with some unnecessary roughness on the court.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it because it's sick.
So true. Okay, JG Frey, as long as they can get anything started, they are so scary.
Damage is silly, but Konakami just using Asterius to play a mid to long range game, just not giving JG Frey the opportunity to get started.
It does feel like both of these players have kind of hit each other with a specific like set of their tricks, and then the second time they've popped up, they haven't worked. So I'm curious to see...
They've adapted very quickly.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that'll continue to play out as this goes on.
Yeah, if JG Frey can adapt and figure out a way to get in past the giant bowl, you know, this will be a very different round. Ooh, right there, like you were saying, we're seeing that adaptation happen. Konakami uses the big swing and then uses Asterius to cover and make it safe. JG Frey dashing through to avoid it. Right at round start.
Ooh, does he have the pickup? Alright, just gonna do an air tech. But honestly, the combination of air teching and then Shabris moving while the persona is off screen doing something can get you just clipped sometimes for a lot of damage. Oh, drops the combo. Knowing Konakami, they were definitely going for the unblockable setup there.
Konakami getting a huge commanding lead this round, but there it is.
Yep, that 2C.
Few good interactions for JG Frey would have decided that.
You ever forget the 2C, you die. That is just the rule against this character, and especially the way Konakami structures their offense in neutral.
You think the bull's gone, you think it's safe to go in, but...
That should be so much damage.
Where'd the bull go? And
cross-up.
Konakami using that for the cross-up very well.
I'm curious what part of the setup that Konakami is doing is dropping, because they're definitely spending meter to go into what is effectively an unblockable setup, but just like not quite getting it. Is the burst? Okay, yeah, gold burst has to come out here. The my turn with the neutral setup. Oh, but he cannot get hit, and that'll do it.
Hole in his offense, able to roll through and get the punish for the win. Didn't even need the bowl to do it.
Yeah, no, just gets through himself. And it's funny, because he actually did that as JG Frey tried to bait a move. This is why he got away with it. So,
yeah,
the good second level call out for sure.
Konakami gonna take this set, and it's now 5-4?
Yep, 5-4 in Moonlit Melee's favor so far. We are going into our next match, though, which is going to be Young Cheesy versus Love Train. Just the Shabris Gauntlet, just alternating which team they're on.
Oh gosh, do we have to watch a Shabris mirror?
It will be
Probably.
The last match of the night.
Alright. If you thought this game was hard to watch before.
There we go.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, so I really hope that when they do that mirror, they pick distinct colors. I'm just realizing that.
I hope they don't.
Villain logic, I see. But okay.
Make it just as bad as the Minazuki mirror from the last match.
So I am very curious whether hitting Asterius gives you a base.
Let's watch for it.
I'm guessing it
I know hitting
counts.
projectiles does. I think hitting a persona does, I want to say.
I'm guessing that hitting a blocking Asterius. I assume it just counts as a blocked move, which is
my assumption would be a ball.
Yeah. Okay. One way or another, though, I am expecting to see approximately 400,000 DPs across this set. Oh no, he missed it!
Whiffs the timing on it.
Hey, got rid of Asterius for a second, though.
That's baseball, folks. Tries again on the super, able to get 2 bases in round 1 at least.
Oh, into a meaty low. Are we gonna see? Okay, no burst coming out there.
Throw break does create a little bit of space for both players.
Oh, that's armored. That's good to know.
Yep. Gotta burn some meter to do it, but it's armored.
Oh, this is so close, but yeah, the DP coming out, and this is going to be a single interaction. Burst did come out. Yeah, all-out attack does not actually do the kill hit until the last hit. Oh.
Asterius covers the recovery. That is such a close round, especially since Love Train had 1 Persona card on the clock.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 1 additional hit earlier on, and that would have gone the other way then, huh?
Unfortunately, for such a close round,
only 2 bases.
Cheesy's only able to get 2 bases.
Yep. Okay, gets clipped by the overhead. Oh, but Mash is out.
Able to make a little progress. Got to get a home run
up to
5 bases.
Halfway there. And honestly, Cheesy's offense has been working out really well here. All-out attack, push way into Awakening. And Shabris, a low-health character, I think maybe trying to bait the burst there? Oh yeah, got clipped by the bull. And again? Okay, if he can do this with...
there it is.
Got clipped by the 2C. I think he might have thought that he ran past it, but...
The bull disappears and you think it's safe. That's when you need to be worried. Where's the bull?
I will say, I really don't like that you can get the Persona card shatter sound, and it does take a Persona card, and while they're going underground from getting hit, you can do 2C, so sometimes you just can't tell.
Oh, weird.
That's wild. But, I think Love Train probably was not aware that the 2C was coming out, was a bit tunnel visioned with the stress of it. But even if he was, normally you can run past that there. But I think because he backed up and then ran forward, Asterius tracked to where he was as he started moving back and just ran into it.
The Living Shadow in chat saying that he roots for LT, but Cheesy needs a point.
I agree.
Been so close so many times.
He has! Oh, gets clipped by the slam. The bull tantrum coming out.
Both players kind of play in this poke game, super armor through everything Persona game.
We're seeing a whole lot of all-out attack. Wait, that hits on the ground? Oh, no confirm. 2C coming out? Yeah. I think that Love Train might have caught on that Young Cheesy is not really sure what to do against the 2C there. Alright, damage coming out. Ooh, catches the roll, though. Into some corner pressure. Dodges the punch.
Something changed, because Love Train's just taken a much more commanding lead via skill.
Love Train is definitely playing neutral differently. Instead of going for a whole lot of like DP and just like AAA overhead, they're doing a lot more 2C and jumping around to try and avoid rather than challenge. And it's working out really well for him.
2C late into a set, pretty good option because your opponent doesn't have time to adapt. Does get the Persona.
Oh, that was an air hit?
Ooh,
yeah.
It blocks the super for the win.
Young Cheesy not recognizing that they did have the meter to one more cancel it and make it safe. But Love Train will take that. And we'll move on to McHerpyDerps versus Konakami. I hope you're not sick of Shabris yet, because there's another one.
I'm sick of Shabris.
Well, too bad.
We'll say we've got two Shabruses in this. They're playing pretty differently.
They are, for sure.
Kona a bit more confident in the cross-ups and the keeping their opponent locked down, but they're playing pretty different.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And when they have their Pokemon battle at the end of the match.
So that was the midway point for this set as well. So we are now just past halfway done. We're going to have McHerpyDerps versus Konakami here, and then following that, we are going to be in each of these 6 players' final matches of the group stage. We'll have JG Frey versus Diamond Mew, McHerpyDerps versus Young Cheesy, and Love Train versus Konakami, finishing us off with a Shabrus Mirror. But for right now, Pokemon Battle, you're right. But for
now,
right now,
while
we
did see a Yukari fight against a Shabrus, Margaret, I think, is a very different.
Yeah, Margaret's hits are a lot more
has the
like
tools to break Asterius.
Mm-hmm. And Herp plays in such a wild way that I'm curious if she will be able to out-wild Konakami in neutral.
You know, a lot of those 2Cs on the ground that track to you don't really work if you're suddenly moving forward, suddenly doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
So... And if I'm not mistaken, the sweep that hits full screen doesn't care about Asterius either.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't... Yeah, that breaks Asterius. We just saw it right there.
Oh, gosh.
So... Ooh, boy, that's big damage. It doesn't break Asterius if he's underground.
A lot.
Yep, that is the unblockable setup. And Margaret, real low on life, is in Awakening, though. This tornado is plus like 10 million. And that is a Persona broken Shabrus!
Both these characters very reliant on their Personas.
Oh, got a fatal counter but couldn't convert it. And 1 DP here. Okay, I thought it killed.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
That super is not a reversal. I don't know if they thought that it was or did the wrong super or what.
Or
that
didn't
definitely
expect a grab.
I'm not sure if there are supers that are vulnerable to grab and not strike. But, ooh, burst coming out. Yeah, doesn't want to deal with the setup there. Margaret with the teleport full screen cross up overhead all out attack. Of course it's armor.
What a disgusting game. Wow. Some decent damage off that super raw and neutral, but not quite enough for.
Okay, and this doesn't quite kill. Yeah?
Just beats you up while you're facing the other direction sometimes.
Oh my gosh, teleported
Let's get
through
the all-out
the
attack,
2C.
but not able to convert.
Both of those rounds came down to Konakami being in pressure in the left corner at a health total where 1 DP kills. Person didn't quite kill, but it's because he didn't cancel into super. But whatever, 1 DP kills.
It could have. It could have.
If Herp had managed to bait the DP either time successfully, or if Konakami had not committed to it, gotten opened up somehow before they were able to, then both of those rounds could have just been Herps. Those were like single decision differences.
Yeah, it seemed like Konakami kind of adapted partway through, used 2C a lot more to get Asterius off the field, avoiding those big attacks, and immediately coming up for the punch. And again, Konakami's damage off of some of those punches just really doing work.
And we are going into this game 2 here. You think we're gonna get a game 3?
I don't want to answer that question because that implies that I don't have confidence in either player. Like, I want to see a game 3 just because game 3s are exciting.
I agree. Ooh,
and all
pick up off the God Hand. Yeah, gets bursted
putting out a lot more. Able to reclaim the corner here with that roll through, but unfortunately does get punished by the furious action.
Yep. The God Hand overhead does not actually care. Or, sorry, the DP does not care that the God Hand is an overhead. And now Konakami is on set round.
I'm tired of being mixed up by this high-low game. Just armor through it, it's fine. Ooh, gets the cross up by rolling through.
Yeah, Konakami doing a much better job about not letting Margaret get started and sneaking in these 2Cs in a lot more places.
Ooh,
oh my!
Armor's through the super.
It was a DP. Oh, that's an anti-air grab? Interesting. Okay.
Using the burst in Awakening to hold on just a little bit longer.
Yep, basically forced out there. Persona broken Shabris. That is good for Margaret, but she has to be able to convert it and not just die in the meantime.
Oh!
That's so
drops
tragic.
The furious action for the KO.
That's... Oh, man. But alright, Konakami, I'm sure plenty happy about that. Will walk away with the 2-0 victory. Okay, and we are moving into 7-6.
Okay, I can never tell if you have to in or not.
Okay, unless I click something wrong when we go back to the screen, it's correct.
Well, you're very fast.
Fair.
I'm not used to you being that fast. I don't assume you're that fast.
I am speed. But okay, we're
He's
going
a masher.
into the
he's played fighting games for years. He's used to mashing buttons.
I wish I could mash. My hands and shoulders. Not a fan of that. But okay, we are going into the last 3 sets of both this match and the night, and these teams' experience in the group stage. We're gonna get Yukari, the Super Zoner, up against Akihiko, who will be doing his best to either get in or sit at full screen and weave and build meter. We'll see which one.
Honestly, JG Frey, we saw him drop a set earlier against the Shadow Labras because he was able to just get locked down and kept out of his comfortable range. So it'll kind of come down to whether or not Diamond Mew can do that, whether or not Diamond Mew can keep the lockdown, keep the projectiles, not let JG Frey get in, because if JG Frey gets in, it's kind of over.
Also, shoutouts to Diamond Mew for picking a really good song. Anyways. Ooh, blocks the hop.
Great defense there by Diamond Mew. Gets hit by the stray Persona attack, but great defense.
Yeah, look at this corner carry.
That's silly.
There was more combo there. Oh, just wakes up with 2A,
Uses
not
the
afraid.
burst to keep the corner. Unfortunately, immediately loses it again. Honestly, corner's a fluid concept in this match. Ooh, uses the furious action to punish that.
Okay, I don't know what that move was. I'm assuming it's plus a billion. That
Akihiko,
that a globe there?
move,
Good.
it pulls you in. It vacuums your opponent in. It doesn't do damage or anything, but you set your persona up and it just pulls your opponent in, which is potentially really good against a Yukari.
I'm curious if it has like a max range or anything, but it looks like it is full screen.
You know what?
Okay.
It does not. Thank you for showing us that it does not.
It's so nice when the players are just like listening and demo it, you know?
I don't listen to commentary while I'm playing, but
I don't either, yeah. Okay, so
honestly, I
here's
just
the,
think JG Frey was defending, or was testing.
Yeah. But, so JG Frey on Akihiko does have that weave move that he can do at full screen. It just runs out. I respect it.
Sometimes it works. Oh, this is the furious action.
Big damage, but Yukari is about to get burst back. Will it get baited? Okay, doesn't use it. Not an awakening yet.
That Diamond Mew is waiting for awakening.
Yep.
Diamond Mew playing a lot closer range than I think we thought we'd see.
So that move right there is an interesting one for sure. He weaves in place and he passively builds meter and also is projectile immune. Diamond Mew has
silly.
spent 100 meter to get 2 hits. And hey, those are some important hits.
We really are playing the most honest game here, aren't we?
Get one
uses
more
the full
into the
screen
cross
super,
up.
but uses it to cross up.
Oh my gosh, no punish, but yeah, the empty low will take it.
It was a good match.
JG Frey with a hard-fought 2-0. Did still have burst at the end, so had like one last gamble even if they got clipped, but Ooh. It does look like it's kind of difficult for Yukari to zone Akihiko effectively, just because if you're throwing out arrows and he's like maneuvering in the air, that's that's one thing. But if he also has the option to just stay at full screen and be like, whatever, I'm fine. I believe that Yukari can hit it with non-projectile moves, but that's like 5C, for example, where you have to get way out of your arrow range.
Mm-hmm. And Diamond Mew playing a lot closer range than most of the time we've seen him.
Mm-hmm. Feels like he's sort of being forced to.
Figured out that weave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like you said, he's just weaving. But that's about the range you want to be at. That's not the worst range to be at, honestly.
It's real spooky against Akihiko, though, because especially if he's got 25 meter, he has this... One of his punches where he turns blue is, like, almost full screen and really fast. So you're risking it each time. Oh, unfortunate combo drop. Gets another opening. I'm just remembering what Diamond Mew was talking about pre-match, where he thinks he's pretty confident overall as long as he can hit his combos. And so far, we've been seeing a decent...
dropping a few.
Yeah, it's mostly the enders where he gets to continue pressure. So, like, he has to reset back to neutral, which is not the worst thing in the world as a zoner. Ooh, this might be the... is this just dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. It's a lot of damage.
For sure.
Set point for JG Frey here.
Okay, and Diamond Mew playing a much more, like, defensive mid-range type game here. Akihiko risking negative penalty here.
Oh, that's what those exclamation points are.
I think, anyways.
Yeah, a lot of hopping around.
It's normally, like, faces or whatever, but...
Well, it's a warning when it's the exclamation points.
True. Oh, tried to tech the throw, but... Oh, and then just defensive throw.
It's the short hop cross-up. Air grab to keep the corner, and this is going to lead to some pretty silly damage. Oh, lots of serious action.
Get
burst
off
to
of
keep
me.
the corner. Unfortunately, does drop the combo, but gets the bomb in the air.
These rolls that are coming out from Akihiko are... It's like... It's just kind of snowballing because Diamond Mew isn't getting the enders that he wants. He's like just barely missing meaties. And so the rolls are letting Akihiko out of the corner.
Diamond Mew able to use his persona to keep his opponent...
Ooh, see how fast that move is?
Weaving. What a dash!
Oh, and he air dashed into it. Yeah, Diamond Mew called it out. Knew that he was coming forward.
Hefty damage off of that.
Couldn't quite kill, though. Okay, alright. I was gonna say,
for the KO.
If I'm Diamond Mew there, I am holding down back and hoping that he just weaves for the next 20 seconds. Because, man,
honestly,
Akihiko has the 50-meter trump card of the screen is now electricity. I am coming in. And if you, like, pressed a 5B or something...
Ooh, good air throw to keep the corner here.
GG Frey, though, here, just like...
Mew starting to play at a little more distance here. Ooh, whiffs the grab, unfortunately.
DP, okay. Gets out,
DP into an armored attack.
Yeah?
That's what it looked like?
Sure. I
heard the clink.
No, I agree. I was meaning the cross-up, run-under, all-out attack.
I mean, everything that's happening on the screen right now, it's a silly game that we play.
I agree. Okay, Akihiko does have the gravity well out. Ooh, guard. Yeah, that's actually... We haven't seen it come out yet, but it's really good. Okay. Oh, and gold bursts it. Okay. Still spends the burst, and he might just not get the chance to use the meter. He might be dead.
KO.
Okay.
Not quite. Does get awakening. Oh, uses the all-out attack with the burst to reclaim the corner immediately.
Okay, can he just do it again? Oh,
super.
Never mind.
Okay, yeah.
Really?
Doesn't need to.
Through awakening.
That was a lot.
Sure. Also,
she needs it.
That all-out attack. I have heard about it before. I know exactly what happened. See, when you press forward and 2 attack buttons, you get your guard cancel attack. But if there's too big of a gap, and you are like me or Diamond Mew, and you press your faultless defense buttons, you get all-out attack. And then sometimes it just armors things, or they are down backing and do not expect a 25 or whatever frame overhead out of pressure.
We're playing a game where you can press one button and get an armored overhead that goes a decent distance. I mean,
it's fine. It's only armor from Frave 10.
That's not. Look, I play Ken, so that's not true. It's way earlier than that. But
is it? I thought that was universal.
It is.
All right, dang.
No, it's universal except for Ken.
Yeah, oh,
it's a silly game.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, Diamond playing this much closer range
just
again.
Barely not doing it.
Well, it doesn't have an active hitbox itself. If you shoot it, that's what causes the air unblockable thing. Yeah.
I'm significantly less scared of it suddenly.
See, you are until they just kill you. That's the problem.
But to be fair, again, it's a very silly game. That's what I'm saying. Barely dodging that overhead attack from the Persona.
A rare non-awakening burst coming out from Diamond Mew here. It doesn't tech the throw, and that is a level 5 Cyclone starter. Even off the throw, this is going to be so much damage. Oh, but okay, tried to go for the air unblockable reset. But Diamond Mew not biting. Oh, but the air, like the height in the air, he couldn't get the DP punish.
I think right there, Diamond Mew was trying to call out a dash or something, because that was a grab and neutral, it just whiffed.
Okay, DP.
Not really sure what to do. Akihiko starts punching, and you just kind of have to block.
Right, can he convert it? Oh, okay, just one drop, but hey.
At least.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, that is, he air blocked it, he died. That's the thing I was talking about before. Yeah, it is just, you do not have an option there. You are just dead. As long as the Yukari player recognizes it.
This is a very silly game.
Yep. Oh yeah, that JG Frey
furious action there.
It's like, you've been DPing me a bunch. I'm just gonna kill you for it. But Diamond Mew doing it again immediately. Not afraid. And again.
Are you ahead of me?
What's your timer?
70.
69, 68. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what the heck?
Okay. You might have just missed the DP. Or, okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, does the close one. Yeah, recognizing that JG Frey has been responding a lot of the time by just doing a dash. That super,
jumping
the way it
over
does damage is so funny. Because it's all at the end.
Yeah, and I mean, it's basically a did you hit or not, rather than how many times did you hit. Oh,
it's
gonna use that full screen to call out the
Shocked?
Unfortunately,
okay, yeah.
Diamond Mew shocked, and JG Frey takes it. Round 3, game 3.
This is so close. This is either Diamond Mew putting his team one full, like, set ahead, or JG Frey tying it up dead even. 100
Gold
meter.
burst early on to get a lot of meter.
Yeah, that is the sort of play where you're like, okay, I have to be, like, I'm going to win this from neutral, is what you're saying with that gold burst. Yeah?
Has yet to really make use of that.
That's how you're feeling, Diamond Mew?
Just gonna carry from coast to coast here.
Okay, into the air throw reset, and just backs off. It's like, I have such a life lead, I have so much meter, I'm just going to play this safe.
He does not need to go in.
Yep.
It's got full meter, jumping forward and back, going for the cross-ups. Just waiting for JG Frey to make a mistake.
Oh, the gold burst. Yeah, JG Frey recognized that he's not dead.
Oh my gosh.
Are you serious?
It's the all-out attack. Wow.
Diamond Mew, what is wrong with you?
It was cool.
It's working, though. I will say, he is, in Strive, he is definitely a Leo player who's like, haha, you're baiting my DP? Wouldn't it be funny if I did dash throw on my wake-up? So I'm not too surprised to see him go for some wild options as anti-DP tech. But, man.
All-out attack just right there. I think JG Frey kind of felt the pressure, felt like he needed to get something started at that point, and wasn't able to block it. Not an option we'd seen Diamond Mew pull out a lot in that round, so that definitely helped.
For sure.
All right, we got Young Cheesy versus
Shadow.
McHerpy.
I know that might be the guard cancel input. I don't think that was. That was like too late after pressure had existed. I legitimately think that might have. Well, the very last one where it was like the okay, I have not blocked in a minute. We're in the weird close range. Who blinks first neutral? I think that might legitimately have just been Diamond Mew being like, no, I know how this works. You won't block this. He had the life to get away with it too, so it wasn't like the riskiest thing in the world. But okay, we are going into Young Cheesy versus McHerpyDerps. This is going to be Junpei versus Margaret, and this is going to be potentially kind of rough to get runs.
Yeah.
I feel like we say that about a lot of characters.
But then you can also hit projectiles.
That is true, and probably Persona
It's the
extensions.
suplex. As soon as he gets in, she just pops the suplex. And starts playing the zoning game.
The other thing is, I'm not sure how familiar Young Cheesy is with how Margaret works in general. He might not even know about how, like, the sweep works, for example. So we'll see if he can figure it out over the set, if not.
McHerpyDerp's using the super to get further into the corner. Oh, Young Cheesy just immediately on the defensive.
Yeah, 0 runs, 2 outs. This is
Uh-oh.
All-out attack, armors the all-out attack.
Oh, gets the all-out attack, but unfortunately does not follow up.
Not quite.
Wow.
And we do have Diamond Mew in chat
Young
confirming
Cheesy
that was a
break
call-out. That is true. Young Cheesy's definitely been, like, pressing a lot, which is both part of why he's been dying and also why Margaret ended that with, like, 1 card.
Doesn't really want to play the blocking game.
Oh!
Ooh, hits the projectile back. Okay.
Heck yeah.
Suddenly
All right,
this matchup looks... Oh,
yeah, that was just a little bit too far, it looked like.
Just
Gold bursting the Persona does not... Alright, we got 5 runs. We do have bases loaded. But yeah, he can't get hit.
Yeah.
And that will kill.
That wacky, furious action that hits you from behind with a teleport.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay, well.
Margaret's really kind of got tools for everything.
Yep. Everything except for good mash-out defense. That is definitely the character's weakness.
Why does Margaret have a suplex? Sego asks in chat.
Because it's funny.
It's awesome.
I don't know. I mentioned it earlier. You might not have been here.
There's a part in
Boss
Persona
mode?
4 where she just suplexes you.
Oh.
Just for no reason.
I see.
No, it's not.
Was it in my match against Herp? I definitely got suplexed a couple times.
It's a funny reversal.
Oh. But yeah, Sega, we were talking about it earlier. Boss mode, Margaret, the suplex IKs you. You just instantly die.
I need to share a clip where I try playing against the score attack mode, and I'm winning. I'm beating the Shadow Labrys, boss Shadow Labrys, or maybe it's just Labrys. Either way, hits me with 1 furious action, and I die in 3 hits.
Oof.
It's disgusting. I just laughed, took the clip, and I was like, alright, I'm done with this mode.
Yeah, Sego, there's a reason boss characters are not allowed in like tournament play. Ooh, okay, gets opened up low. Sego, yeah, is trying to kind of like force his way out of a lot of these situations. But Margaret seems like if she chooses to, she's so good at covering those.
No, McHerpyDerp's just immediately putting on the offense, backing off, putting on a different offense. Does get the all-out attack here, which is going to translate to some runs.
Sorry, yeah, I do mean Cheesy. I was talking to Sego in chat. So, also, I'm glad that Cheesy is smarter than me, because I saw Margaret use the Tornado Super and went, huh, I wonder if you can swing the baseball bat into that.
I was just thinking that, and I'm betting on that.
I am assuming no as well, but I'm pretty sure if I was the one on the controller, I would have pressed it to find out.
You know what? I wouldn't have pressed it then, but I'd have tried it later.
Ooh, yeah,
gets
does the
suplex
reversal
to claim the
suplex.
corner.
So also
does
apparently in one of the
grab.
older patches, she just got a combo off of it instead of the air tech you get here. Okay, this is real spooky, and I think that'll do it. Oh, just like a frame before the slide hit, it looked like.
Like Herpy Derp's just not relenting, just pushing young Cheesy into the corner and then just attacking, backing off, throwing some projectiles, teleporting in, just did not let that momentum get started.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't want to risk the runs. Bringing us to 9-9? Seriously? Wow.
So we are going into the Elite Four Championship here. We've got it all tied up. We're ending on a Pokemon
it's
battle.
The Pokemon battle for the final. Ah.
One of these teams will walk away with a victory. It is not possible for a tie at this point. One of these Chabrises. Oh, please pick different colors. Diamond Mew, I
what they
choose
should
you.
do
Get him, Kona.
Is they should pick their colors and then pick the opponent's colors for Shadow Labras. Are we being denied the Okay, good. No.
No.
Okay.
All right. We are
Pokemon
not
battle
getting a.
You know what?
You know, Adachi is
I
the sort of
respect
character to show up to a Pokemon battle with a gun, so like it fits.
Adachi is the sort of person to show up in a Pokemon battle, throw out his Pokemon, and then say "stupid kids," and just complain about these stupid kids with their stupid Pokemon. I don't want to babysit you. Honestly, though, I respect it. If you think your opponent knows why'd they pick the same color? You know your opponent's probably better at the character than you. Change characters. Throw them off their game.
That, or if you think they just like don't have the matchup experience.
Yeah.
All right, we are seeing the
It's
DP come
risky.
through.
I heard. Wow, we have not seen Shadow Labras's Asterius get broken quite this quickly. But at the same time,
Yeah, single
Love
percent
Train is
card, both
already,
sides.
Yeah, both sides down to their last cards and trying to get out of the corner, trying to scramble back to try to. Ooh, gets the Persona break. Might not be able to capitalize off it right now though.
Oh, okay. I think that was the wrong super.
Yeah, I get the feeling. There it is. Gets the overhead for the KO. I saw this argument today, and it was with regard to Splatoon and weapons in that game, because they're like picking a character, they're like picking a main. If you like the character or weapon, that automatically is an advantage. So even if you're, if you have to switch your character for the matchup, you lose that advantage of knowing your own character quite as well.
Well, yeah, especially if you
Konami
swap to someone that
definitely
you just have that
comfortable
much
with
like less experience with, for sure. Oh wow.
Konami very comfortable with Shabras, but at the same time, Love Train not exactly doing terrible with Adachi here. Don't know that we've seen his Adachi.
Yeah, Asterius definitely has just like attacked the wrong direction like 3 times in there. By the way, I don't know what
Do
that
you
was
have to
about.
block that crouching, or what's the deal there?
No, it's you can just block it. It's a mid, but if you're not ready for it because the thing is
must
not
have
on the
pressed button
screen.
there. Yeah, must have pressed a button there in the corner.
All right, are we going to get the Pokemon battle, or is Love Train sticking it out with Adachi?
I respect both options, though. But if they do the Pokemon battle, they should swap colors with their Asteriuses, just to, I don't know. Yeah, gonna be hard to go for a 60-frame laser when Shabras' 2C is a thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's slow, but it fills the screen. And as I've learned, it kills dogs.
A lot of things do in this game.
They really do.
Also,
But you know
Love
what?
Train hopped into match chat and went, "Oh, whoops! I was looking at Shabras."
What a pain in the
They are sticking it out with Adachi.
Oh, okay.
No Pokemon battle.
Oh, thank you.
It is well. Yeah, I guess technically it is not possible now. All right, though.
Wait, can you not change characters if you win?
Yep, that is FGC rule.
Oh, I didn't know we had that rule.
It hasn't really come up yet, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is potentially the final game of the night if Konakami can swing this into another victory. However, if Love Train can get their offense started a bit more, be careful around the 2Cs and all that sort of stuff, then, ooh, yep.
Uh-oh, drops the burst.
Honestly, that was not the worst punish that they could have taken, though. Okay, I think that this is
unfortunately,
dead.
when your health's that low, every little punish adds up.
Yeah, I had a ton of meter there at the end, but just never got the chance to use it. And now Love Train on the back.
Runs up in Gold Burst.
Konakami is really out here trying to do round start dash Gold Burst IK activate again, and this time on a Shabras player. Bruh.
Yeah, drops the first step of it. But we've seen it once in the league, and it was kind of wild.
Okay, these
does get the all-out attacks.
Yeah.
Only one card left for Konakami. No cards left. Not able to convert as much damage without a Persona.
Okay, this throw will take a bit. Oh no! Late on the punish.
Oh!
This DP's
not quite
through
invincible.
it, and this kills. No. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Not quite an invincible super there.
Yep. Konakami will take it. Love Train out here denying us a Pokemon battle in potentially the most Adachi move possible. But
I'd be interested in the logic behind not doing the Pokemon battle there.
I agree. All right. We will call that match here then. It was 11-9 in Moonlit Melee's favor. Basically came down to a single set. Yeah. So, okay. I do not know if Heat Riser is a reversal. I don't know much at all about Adachi. If someone in chat knows the answer, or if you do, Jazz Hands.
I was just looking at his page, and I want to say the one that he gets in Awakening, I don't remember the name, but that's it.
Okay. Well,
Adachi's silly.
I agree.
I had to fight an Adachi today, and I was like, I don't know what Adachi does. So I looked up what Adachi does, and I was
He
more
does
confused,
overhead
honestly.
into a low, but it's invincible.
Yeah. And that alone is very cool.